Hey friends, it's good to see you. It's Friday. That means it's time for your Friday weekly wrap up. Where we will do one card for the collective and individual cards for those who request to look at the week that was. This is a vibes check on your past 5 days. How did it go? What did you do? Of course, it's based on the idea that the work week is Monday through Friday, which is not true for all of us, but for a lot of us it is, and so we have some fun with it. If you happen to be here on Monday and received a card, let me know what it is in your request, because it's fun to look at the Monday card and the Friday card together. Now, as I'm just coming in, I have to start out with big thanks, because there is a lot of generosity going on here. So, Melissa, thanks for being a member for more than 3 years, and thank you for the super sticker. Really appreciate you. Caroline McLaughlin, thanks for being a member for more than 2 years and the generous super sticker. 64 Amy Penn, thanks for being here, and thank you for a generous super sticker. Really appreciate you. Super stickers and super chats are ways that you can show your support for this broadcast. And on Fridays, we do have a village tradition, which was started by Claire C., who is a member here. And it is the Friday Frosty Frothy Beverage tradition, where y'all decide that IT John and I need to have a special drink over the weekend and provide some support for that. Most appreciated. All right, let's get on over to CardCam, where you can see I am working with the very beautiful and lovely Wiser Tarot. All right, now, collective cards, and a few of you mentioned them. Dan, I saw you did. Thank you so much for that. I always appreciate that more than one person makes the effort to remind me what the collective cards on Monday were. The first one I see is from Caroline McLaughlin. King of Swords reversed, Hanged Man, and Queen of Pentacles reversed. And to everyone who takes the time to do that, I appreciate all of you, because, you know, that's a belt and suspenders kind of thing. Like, the more redundancy we have, the more I can be sure that it's happening. So thank you, everyone, for doing your part to support this village. All right, so we started as a collective with a king and a queen reversed and the Hanged Man. Yeah, that was interesting. How do we end the week as a collective? Well, we're still alive, I guess. You know what this all reminds me of? It reminds me of Let Them. And I realize there's some controversy right now about the Let Them theory, because the person who has popularized the Let Them theory in her blog, her podcast, it's Mel Robbins, but she took it from a poet. Yeah, she took it from another poet, and I don't remember the poet's name, of course, but she never gave the poet credit. She just took this poem, based her whole work on it, based her popularity, her influence, her status on it, built this podcast on it, and is making all the money on it, and never credited the poet. And beyond that, if you listen to the other stuff that comes out of Mel's mouth, like, don't say you have anxiety. I'm so done with that person. I am so done with that person. But, yeah, Trey, that is pretty shitty. And Melissa, dang, I see Mel in a totally different light now. That's a letdown. I'm sorry. Yeah. I am so sorry. But the thing is, the concept of Let Them is a brilliant freaking concept. And we cannot let that sneaky little pirate taint that from us. for us. So look it up. Look up the poem, Let Them. Find out the real writer and say her name, which is something I've neglected to do today because it's not on the tip of my tongue. So I think that's what this whole thing is about for us, though. It's about the idea that people are going to people. They're going to do whatever you're going to do. And with the hanged man, there's this sense of, okay, let them. And it may hurt, but not that much. We're still okay. So I think this week we are all getting good at just letting craziness happen in the background. And if there's nothing that we can do about it, there's nothing we can do about it. Smile Soul 20, I want to give you a big hug right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Not only for being a member for 3 years, but for giving us her name, Cassie Phillips. Say it with me. The poet is Cassie Phillips. She deserves all of the credit for the let them theory. All of it. So, thank you, thank you, thank you, Smile Soul 20. And the reason I just went off on that whole tangent is because it is such a fabulous thing to think about, you know? What do I do about the people who are doing all this crazy stuff? Let them. Let them. It's not about you. And I think this week, collectively, we are all learning this. Beautiful. Thank you. All right. Oh, Oprah endorses Mel. That does check out. And you know, I have, because of my age, I have a generational love for Oprah because, like, I'm from Connecticut, or the Northeast. I'm from Long Island, really, but I grew up mostly in Connecticut, lived in Connecticut for the first decade of my adult life. And Gayle King, who's Oprah's friend, came out of Connecticut. So we all felt like this real connection, right? But yeah, Oprah has promoted people who later on turned out to be problematic. I mean, on a much smaller scale, I have too, but never without knowing they were problematic. Like, I'll start out like, okay, this person is problematic, but, right. Yeah, Trey, she kind of is quite problematic. Yes, she is. So, Wendy, I don't think that this applies to not being a political activist. It applies to, if your sister's an asshole, you don't have to talk to her. And that's the difference. So if your dad is wearing the red hat, let him. But still call your, still show up at the town halls, still call your representative, still be an activist. Right. Right, now we're curious to see the ramifications or lack thereof for Mel. It's happening on TikTok, which is how I clocked it. And the first one I saw was people being on her for her whole thing of, don't say you have anxiety. Like, A, who are you to give mental health advice? And B, that's lousy mental health advice. So yeah. Okay, let's get on with our purpose here today, which is to do these wrap-up readings. And I will do them in the order in which I see them. And again, please check me. Make sure I don't miss anyone. I will do my best, starting with who's first. It is Melissa. Melissa, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Thanks for using members only emojis. You started with the sun reversed and now the high priestess. So Melissa, I absolutely love that you have 2 major arcana cards. And I think you're very much at a major time in your life where you are going to make some major strides and major growth and major decisions. And with the sun reversed and the high priestess, this week, I think you did really well at keeping your balance, keeping your peace, keeping your wisdom, sharing your wisdom when appropriate, when not appropriate, keeping it to yourself, but keeping those emotional boundaries that let you move forward. So I think you did well. And once again, thank you for the super sticker. Really appreciate it. Lots of majors for your daily pulls this week too. Yeah. I think you're really coming into a new season, and it's going to be a good one. 64 Amy Penn, so good to see you. Thank you for your generosity. Really appreciate it. Monday, you had the 4 of Cups. Sometimes when you hear that, this is what I'm doing. Do you hear that? Yeah, that is the sound of that. All right. Monday was the 4 of Cups. And now the Devil. So I know that you have a lot of job opportunities. With 4 of Cups and the Devil, Amy Penn, here's what I see. And this is for this week, but it's also kind of going forward for a little while. You have a lot of opportunities. Be careful where you land. You don't want something that looks like an opportunity but turns into enslavement. So just be careful where you land. That's really the key. Audrey M., it's so good to see you. How's your car? Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. We appreciate you. Thanks for using members only emojis. Hey, Liz Moore, good to see you. Thanks for using members only emojis. Can I speak? I think so. You started with the Emperor, Audrey. And now the 10 of Wands. I'm wondering if it was a busy week in some way. I'm wondering if it was a heavy week in some way. And with the Emperor, we can talk about family. We can talk about community. We can talk about politics. We can talk about your own sense of responsibility. But it feels like you did a lot and took on a lot this week. I think it was successful, but I think you may need to rest. 64 Amy Penn, thank you so much. Really appreciate you. All right. So Christiana R., I know I don't really have your permission to do this, and I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to share it. I'm going to share the good news. Because we've all been rooting for you here. We've all been like praying for you and doing magic for you. So I think it's only fair that the village knows. Everyone get ready to say a big congratulations to Christina R. Although it's also a bit of a congratulations to Karen, because Karen's mom, Christina and Kim are the daughters. Christina is the one requesting. And as many of you know, Christina in her time with us has been working to become a nurse midwife, which means you got to do everything to become an RN, which is a lot. And then you have to go through the whole midwifery certification, which is even more. And it's just been a lot. It's been so much. And the final piece of it was passing that state test, that state exam, which Christina has now done. This has been years, right? Big congratulations, Christina. Big congratulations. We are all so proud of you. You're going to make me cry. I swear to goodness. It's so big. It's so huge. All right. So here we go. Now, let's pay attention. Let's pay attention. And thank you, everyone, for that congratulations energy for her. She deserves it big time. All right. So, and Monday you had the Knight of Cups. And I was thinking, when I saw that Knight of Cups, I was like, you're going to go get it. You're going to go get it this week. And then I got a little note from her like, my tutor says I'm ready. I think I'm ready. I'm doing it. And then the next message I got was pass. Pass. All right. So starting with the Knight of Cups and now the Queen of Wands. Like literally you just got a promotion from Knight to Queen. Look at you. So, and I realized like day to day, you're still in your same job, but you now have the certification to do what you're ultimately going to do. And we know the job you're in now, you're not going to be there for that long. But this gives you relief, certainly, but also power and vision forward for the very life you have always wanted. And yes, it's been a long time coming, but it is sweet. All right. Now, for Mom, Karen, who is probably just as excited as the rest of us, because, you know, Karen was the emotional and financial support for a lot of this. And so Karen had the Hierophant. And now the Eight of Swords reversed. And everyone who is a mom can really understand this. And like the last night, or I think Saturday night StaarCon, I had dinner with Karen. And of course, Christina, you came up in conversation, of course. And you know, it was that mom thing. Like she knew you were going to be successful. She knew, but she wasn't going to relax until you could relax. And so now Karen can relax. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. But maybe some other things too with that Hierophant. Maybe Karen is also leaning into her power. Because this, Christina, has you leaning into yours. And now, Karen, you lean into yours. That's what it's all about. We lean into our power and do what we can for ourselves and others. So Kim had the Ace of Wands reversed on Monday, and Kim was not feeling the power for herself. But back in the saddle, we see, because here you are ready for the fight. So here Kim is ready to do what needs to be done. And that's perfect. And we can see the energy of this family. Y'all get stuff done. So go for it. Go for it. All right. And this is why, like, it's great to be in this village, because we can all sort of support each other in difficult times and celebrate, celebrate one another's accomplishments. All right. On to Caroline McLaughlin. Good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thank you for the super sticker. Thanks for reminding us about the collective cards. You had the Chariot reversed. And now the Empress. Again, 2 majors. And I feel like you're going through big stuff yourself, but I feel like this week you got a lot straightened out. I feel like this week you took care of a lot that needed to get taken care of. And so now maybe you can enjoy a little more ease. And everyone, if you did not make it to our equinox gathering last night, watch the replay. I think it was good. I think it was tight. And I think that you'll enjoy doing the exercises, and I think you'll enjoy it. We did do the tarot puppet show for the story of Persephone, as I sometimes do. But that was not the most of it. So if you've seen that before, yes, you'll have to see it again. But there's a lot there that if you're interested in tarot study, I think you'll enjoy it. All right. So let's see, where am I? Where am I? I'm on Trey. Oh, Wendy, you did watch the replay already and you loved it. Good, good, good. Very good. Hey, Dr. Altled, good to see you. Okay, So, Caroline McLaughlin. Oh, we just did you because we got the Empress. Who I know where I am. Okay, I found my way. I'm going to Lisa McCord now. I have found my way. Lisa McCord, it's so good to see you. Thanks for being here. 10 of Swords. Please excuse. Okay. 10 of Swords on Monday. You said take it easy. I started a new gym routine. Good for you. And heeded your advice. Good, because there's nothing worse than a gym injury when you just start a new routine. But there's more. And this is the thing. Excuse me. This is the thing that I think about when a really dark card comes up on a Monday. Is this could mean that something weird is going to happen this week or something bad is going to happen this week or not. And I never want to say that, but it's possible. And in this case, oh my goodness gracious. So you did heed the advice at the gym, but your brother is back in the hospital and it's not good. I am so sorry. Can we all send some healing energy to Lisa and her brother, please? And let's do this reading. So we started with the 10 of Swords. But now the Ace of Wands. So good for the new gym routine. Good for, and I know you told me at the beginning of the year that you were really interested in taking good care of yourself this year. And that's good. And you're doing that. And nothing should stop that. You keep that going, you do it appropriately in moderation, but you do it. But maybe this can also be potential healing energy for your brother as well. So for as long as we can, let's hang out to that and see where it takes us. But in the meanwhile, Lisa, be open to new journeys of creativity, spirituality, and well-being. Caroline McLaughlin, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks. I already did you. Sorry. I just like to say your name, but I'm glad you're here, really. The person that I should be reading for next is Pip. So good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. We appreciate you. So Pamela has suggested, Pip, that you and I do a Zoom with her so I can share my stories of days of yore. I have tentatively agreed to this. Oh, goodness gracious, I skipped Trey. How in the world do you skip Trey? You were? No. Pip, please excuse me. I'm going to go back and pick up Trey, and then I'm coming back to you. Trey, please forgive. Please forgive. Wendy, I hope it leads to a book. My parents are now dead, so it could. I mean, that's terrible. I'm not glad that my parents are now dead, but there's a book that never would have been printed while they were still alive. Let's put it that way. All right. And it's not even about complaints about them. It's just tales of my misspent youth that I would not have wanted them to know. All right. Trey Cameron, we appreciate you so much. So sorry I skipped you. And I did. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. 10 of Wands reversed. And now 3 of Pentacles reversed. Delaney wants the title of the book. Before I was a grandmother, I was a... Oh, no, All right. Trey, if y'all want to brainstorm titles of the book, you can go ahead. Just recognize, in my 20s, if you can think about it, I might have done it. I never did anything that included hypodermic needles. Didn't go that far. But anything up to that, it might have been done by me. So there you go. All right. Anyway, Trey, I really want to have a serious conversation with you. So please come to the front, dear Trey. You had the 10 of Wands reversed to start, and now the 5 of Pentacles reversed. You might think, Trey, that these two cards have nothing in common except why did I get 2 reversals? But I am making a real connection between these two cards because they are both cards that are more positive when reversed. Most positive when reversed. So what does that tell us, just in an overarching way? That sometimes, Trey, you have to consciously readjust your attitude and things look better. And so that may be true all the time. Maybe you did that this week. With the 10 of Wands reversed, there is a sense of, no, I don't have to do it all myself. My friends can help. No, I don't have to carry this heavy burden. And with the 5 of Pentacles reversed, there is this sense of, there are opportunities. I just have to find them, but they are there for me. So, Trey, I think there's 2 things going on here. Three. One is about really managing your social life. 2 is about managing your time and your work to recognize that it really can take you there. And 3 is to recognize that there are all kinds of opportunities in front of you. So there you go. Let me know what you think. Dan, horses and cows for my youth. Certainly not the misspent part of my youth. Horses, my stepsister was an equestrian. I took 1 horse riding lesson and hated it. Trey, thank you. Makes sense. Good. Cows, we used to joke about cow tipping, but actually never did. Never did tip a cow, and I don't even know if that's a thing, and it's kind of cruel. But it was always a joke. And I want to say that on the ride to school in high school, there were cows on the way. I do want to say that's probably true. All right. So, okay, caught up with Trey. Now, Pip, thank you for your patience, Pip. Thank you so much for being here. Right, and that's what started the whole conversation. That's what started the whole conversation, because I was talking about an early story. No, I was talking about the tarot parties I work. And Pam was like, God, there's got to be so many stories, fun stories from that. And I'm like, no, not that many, because it's really just me sitting there and working while all these other crazy things are happening. All the circus people are doing their circus things. Circus skills are a big deal at parties. Did you know that? But then I said, I have other stories that are more fun. So that's how that happened. Okay. So here we go, Pip. Your Monday was again the 5 of Pentacles reversed, which Trey just got. So you started with the 5 of Pentacles reversed. So I could put this together in a certain way, which would be, well, it looks like this week you have been finding opportunities to get with this in all kinds of times and spaces, which goes back to a conversation from a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm going to give you a bit of a deeper reading with that. But it is funny if you put those 2 cards together, it's a lot of opportunities for the day. But what else is it? It's opportunities to build your career. It's opportunities for creativity. It's opportunity for personal growth, for spiritual growth. It's the recognition, Pip, that you are just at the beginning of your journey and you are building great things for yourself. And I think you saw some evidence of that this week. Okay, now for Pamela, the Magician reversed. I think there are things that happen that make you feel like your voice is not important or that you're not important. And this has happened throughout the Peggy Lou, there you go. I think, Pam, some things are happening, and it may be around the holiday time where you're feeling like your voice isn't heard and your voice isn't important. And this happened to you in childhood. It's happened to you throughout your whole life. And so when it happens to you now, even though it's happening for different reasons, it still feels really bad. Don't let it get to you that way. Seriously. All right. Pamela's daughter. It's stalking us, and I'm glad. The Five of Pentacles reversed. This week, you discovered that there are new opportunities available to you, and you're taking them, and it will take you somewhere. I could talk to you, Dan, about a 1997 Mustang. And also a 1974 Chevy Malibu. All right. Okay, let's see. Liz Harrison, here we go. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. We appreciate you. Temperance reversed. And now the Queen of Cups. I think you did what you needed to do this week, which was to not catch up from vacation, but literally to catch yourself up in terms of rehoming, regrounding, and catching up on sleep, which I think you did, leaving you in a much better mood. I think a lot of times when you're feeling stressed and pressed, Liz, it is because of the pressure you put on yourself. And this week, maybe you didn't do that. Well done. Let me know what you think. Mary, good to see you. How are you? A card for the end of the week. Yes. Okay. Monday was Seven of Pentacles. You're still in the waiting time. Should receive news next week. Fingers, toes, and everything else crossed for good news for a job for Mary. Are you sad? Why are you sad? Are you sad because you're waiting, or are you sad for other reasons? Let me know. Oh, gosh. Yeah. Understood. Understood. So sorry. So sorry. Oh, Liz, I'm so glad. Mary, I get it. Okay. And Jeannie, here you are. You're on the countdown to showtime now, aren't you? Okay. So Mary, Seven of Pentacles, and now Two of Swords reversed. You know that song by Tom Petty, The Waiting is the Hardest Part? You do not know that song. Okay, and you don't necessarily need to. But that's what this really is. Like if I put the Seven of Pentacles with the Two of Swords reversed, it really is like just you've been working and waiting and working and waiting. And as Tom said, the waiting is the hardest part. And I think this is telling us that this week may be one of the last weeks where there will be waiting. You know, like we are coming to a place of action. So hopeful for good news next week, but even if not, something is coming soon, and you're just doing a good job doing what you need to do. This is not easy, but you're doing it. And in the meanwhile, as you're not feeling well, just be at peace in the moment. It gets better soon. Everything gets better soon, really. All right. Please do. Good luck. Okay, Wendy, no problem. Thank you. Thank you. I have my setup. Y'all won't believe what my setup is right now. I've got 2 mice, 2 very large computers. One's a PC, one's a Mac. My setup is pretty funky right this minute, but it's working, so I'm okay. Thank you. You got me through my crisis. So we're okay. Okay. Where am I? TJ and GA, so good to see you. We're going to do you and your daughter. Okay. TJ, the 3 of Wands reversed. I feel like this week something did not go the way you wanted, and that may have been difficult for you. Dan, thank you for your kind words. Really appreciate it. So TJ, I feel like this may have been a tough week. And the thing is, I do not want you to think that your ideas are not good ideas or that you cannot be successful. I feel like something did not work out, but do not interpret that in a deep way. And for your daughter, tying up her week, Wheel of Fortune, I think something good happened for her. And I think maybe she is sort of figuring out how things are going to work for her. So that's good. Joy Isle, so good to see you. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Thanks for using members only emojis. Y'all, I'm thinking about making some new members emojis this weekend. Open to your suggestions. What members emojis would you like to see that we don't have? What do you wish for? I'll do my best. All right. Joy Isle, here we go. Look at you with your King of Swords. This week, you were in charge. You were a good leader. You made good decisions. You spoke well. You thought well. If you did any writing, you wrote well, and you did the right thing. Well done. Feel good about yourself. Feel at peace and proud. Don't you love my hand? Like, this is peace and this is proud. Like, what does that mean? I don't know. Okay. Smile Soul 20, so good to see you. Village Most Valuable Player today. Thank you very much for being quick on the draw for me. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Card for the wrap-up. I feel like I've seen this card for you recently, like last night or something, Smile Soul 20. I feel like I've seen this card recently. And so what I want to say is maybe this was not the easiest week, but what I love is you don't give in and you don't give up and you keep on going. And that's what you need to do. That's what you need to do. You just keep on going. And this gets better. It really does. But can we just sweep this energy away, please? All right. Oh, Sarah F., thank you for your very kind words. Barbie Bird, Joy is my friend and she does everything well. I love that. I love that. That's so good. That's so good. Okay, Vaishali, so good to see you. Smile Soul 20, you are very welcome. Thank you. Vaishali, wrapping up your week with your 5 of Swords. I think you really showed up and did your best this week, which is, you know, kind of what a person needs to do. So well done. Well done. Good job. I think to some extent it's a battle and it's not easy and it makes you tired, but it is still absolutely worthwhile. So well done. Okay. Betty Flesher, so good to see you. Without Betty Flesher, we would not have the sweeping magic on this channel. This was a gift from Betty, which I love very much. One of many, actually. And I love them all, but that one does get a lot of use here because it's such a good tool. All right. Betty, thanks for being a member for more than 3 years, and thank you for using members-only emojis. Four of Pentacles. I think you did a good job taking care of what you had to take care of this week, but I see you setting some limitations. My question is, are the limitations that you are setting helpful and based on truth, or unhelpful and based on not truth? That's up to you to figure out, but that's my question. Friday. Yes, it is Friday. Barbie Bird, good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. Thanks for using members only emojis, and happy Friday to you. Your card on Monday. Right, the broom is so awesome, right? It's so cool. All right. So Barbie, we're doing you next. Vaishali, I took your advice on Monday to be hopeful and healing. So good. Well done. All right. So Barbie, my card on Monday was the 10 of Wands. No extra social events to say yes to this week. If anything, I'm kind of run down and might cancel plans for tonight. May I have a wrap up? And with the 10 of Wands, I'm going to say the 10 of Wands does allow you to cancel plans if you want. So yeah, that's fine. And the Hierophant, the fact is, you are the boss of you, so you get to do whatever you want. But here's the thing I think is very interesting, not just for this week, but in an overarching way. The 10 of Wands and the Hierophant, Barbie, I see you here, good. 10 of Wands and Hierophant together make me think of you as having really the power to do whatever you need to do in the long run. So like if you think, gee, I'd like to go back to school, I'd like to change my career, I'd like to do whatever. And that's not a this week question, but you have the strength and the ability to do whatever you want. And this week you did everything you needed to do. And you feel like crap, but you don't know if you're sick or stressed. With the Hierophant, I'm going to say go see a doctor. That is a question for a doctor. Go see a doctor. Because it could be both. Those things are not at all mutually exclusive. Go see a doctor. And then report back here. Oh, Vaishali, please understand it is not. Okay, Vaishali says an interesting thing. Oh, Barbie, you're awesome. No, you got nothing to wonder about. You can do whatever the heck you want. You've got it. So Vaishali brings up an interesting thing for the whole village, because not everyone in our village has English as a first language. I only have English. I have no other languages, not even a little. And Vaishali says, I noticed whenever you read my comments, you correct my grammar. I don't say, oh, the grammar should be this way. I just read it with correct grammar. And I learn, you read it with correct English, and I learn my grammatical mistakes. And if this helps you get better at English, and that's not to say that my grammar is ever perfect, but please understand when I do that, I'm actually thankful for you to correct my English, as English is not my first language. And please understand, I have so much respect for anyone who has more than one language. And I am not trying to thank you for taking it in the spirit with which I do it, because it's not even intentional. I just read it the way I think you mean to say it and the way it sounds right in my ear. And so thank you for taking it that way, because I have so much admiration for you being here in this village where our village language is English. But so many people here are not from a country that has English as its first language. So thank you. I really appreciate that. Okay. Wendy, I appreciate when you correct my mistakes. And again, it's not even a conscious thing that I'm doing. I'm just trying to read it in a way that makes it sound right. because we also have the weird autocorrect thing that can happen too. Hey, Playboy Bunny, on Friday, what we do is a card to wrap up your week, and I'll be happy to do that for you when I get there. Yeah, autocorrect can be really naughty. By Shally, yes, this village is full of diversity, and we like it that way. We like it that way. And yes, that's right, Barbie, on Saturday, we do specific questions, and the link for that is already up, so definitely come back for that. All right, so we did Barbie. Febborn, how are you doing? Thanks for being a member. Two of Cups reversed on Monday. Page of Cups reversed now. It is that ongoing thing. Like there are certain loving family energies that we would want to have, especially at a time of family transition, that I don't think you're experiencing. I don't think, Febborn, you are feeling the love in your family the way you would want to. Try not to ruminate on that. Just recognize everyone's dealing with their own stuff. And once again, hang out with the kid and let everybody else do whatever they're doing. I think that's all you can do. But try to keep your mood good because this is hard on your heart as well. Teresa, it is so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Thanks for being a moderator. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Justice card on Monday. So this is interesting because in the weight deck, there are only 2 cards that have an image of a scale. Justice and the 6 of Pentacles. And so why did you get 2 scales? Like that's something we want to think about. Like, is there literally a weight management issue? Are you trying to gain weight or lose weight? Is there something that you are weighing in your mind and trying to figure out? Like, I just think that's really interesting repeating imagery for you to pay attention to. Beyond that, though, when we look at these 2 cards together, it's very much about what is fair, what is not fair. How are people dealing with me and how do I deal with others? And am I being dealt with in a fair way? And I think you need to look at that in all of the people situations you're in, because clearly you are trying to deal with everyone fairly. Is everyone else being fair with you? That's an interesting question. All right, Febborn, correct. They try in their own way. It's a whirlwind of emotions I'm trying to process. Yeah, I get it. And only process what you can in the moment because you have as much time as you need. Okay, so where am I now? Revival of Venus, good to see you. Thanks for being here. I hope you're feeling better. You were not well last week. I received the 9 of Cups on Monday. And now Strength. So Revival of Venus, whatever's going on with you, there is something here where you are really being told that you need to be clear about your goals and you need to be strategic and willing to make your goals happen, but you have the ability to do it. Latrell R. Morris, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. For those who don't know, that's Von Ray, who has been a member here for 3 years. We appreciate you. Monday, you had the Emperor, and now the Page of Cups. So I feel like, and I know there's a couple of things. I know you're looking for new residential community to live in, and I know you're looking to build community and make friends. And both of those cards speak to both of those things. So whether or not you felt like you had forward motion this week, you are definitely building the energy for that. Martha E. Vink, so good to see you, my friend. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year and being my friend since I was 14. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Okay, Martha, this has been a worrisome week for you. whether you are worried about your own family, the state of the nation, or some other thing. Oh, it's your kitty. You've had a kitty at the vet this week. Expensive kitty at the vet, apparently. And, you know, so often when our animals aren't doing well, we feel such a sense not only of worry, but of guilt. Did I do the right thing? Did I do everything I needed to do? All of that stuff. And I really want to sort of heal us from that, Martha. I think it's been a really, really tough week. And there's probably a lot of things on your mind that are worrisome. But let's bring a little bit of relief to that. And everyone send good healing to Martha's kitty. All right. Mixuir, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for some months now. And thank you for using members only emojis. 5 of Cups was how you started. Oh, hang on. I just overscrolled. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Hang on a minute. No. Where am I? Exactly what I didn't want to have happen just happened. Give me a second. Hang on. I am so sorry. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute. I did exactly the thing I didn't want to do. And I'm back. Okay, good. Good. All right. Oh, Mary, I love the healing kitty emojis. That's so good. Oh, good. Latrell Morris, you are very, very welcome. Thank you, everyone, for sending healing to the kitty. Okay. Mixuir, Michelle in Toronto, I hope you're doing super well. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member, and thanks for using members only emojis. 5 of Cups is how you started. And now Knight of Wands reversed. And I honestly wonder if you're not feeling well. Like if you're just like physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually not feeling well. And there's a lot here about giving yourself grace when you are not feeling well. There is also a lot here that says somehow you also have to have fun. I think you've taken on some great stuff. You're doing some great stuff, but you also need fun. I feel like maybe you're not feeling well and maybe you're a little tired. And so give yourself a break when you need to. Lily, so good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years, and really so good to see you, seriously. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here is your wrap-up card, the King of Cups. And this is so perfect for you because this is how you usually operate. You, this week and pretty much always, you are strong, capable, on top of things, and always kind and loving in what you do. You do that even when you don't have to do that. You do that even when the people around you don't really deserve it. But you do it. And that is such a reflection of you. And I believe that that is the energy you surround yourself with. It is that high vibration of love. And it's a beautiful thing. Cassandra Revelta, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Okay, we're going to do you and your mom, Raquel. And Gemini Sun hasn't made it here yet. You haven't seen... Oh, and Gemini Sun, if she hasn't made it here yet, I haven't seen her yet, so I'll do her too. You haven't seen each other since October. You're spending the weekend together with the kids. Oh, so good. Have such a good time. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is fabulous. Okay, good. Good. Okay. So, Cassandra, wrapping up your week with the Knight of Cups reversed. I think you're doing some really big thinking about how you want your life to go forward. I think you're looking at what's working and what's not working, and you're thinking about it from an emotional perspective, but that's okay because it's what you want and what you don't want, and it's appropriate for you to be thinking about those things. For your mom, Raquel, who is also a member here, the Eight of Swords, I think there are some things that really are causing you upset and anxiety. And it's going to be important for you to look at what those things are and what you can do to make it different. And for Gemini Sun, who is a member here and also a moderator, the Eight of Pentacles reversed. I feel like this week has felt like a lot of things are not working the way we want them to. And so I think it's been a tough week, but it looks like you're setting up for a great weekend. So that's fabulous. Have a wonderful time. Lisa E., so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Cards for you and Jenna, of course. All right. Lisa E., King of Cups reversed. I feel like there were ways this week that you were not feeling the love. Whether this is personal or professional. Oh no, Christina. I have not gotten to you yet. I've not gotten to Wendy Robeson yet, but I see you and I'm coming up. I can tell you, Christina, I am doing Lisa E. and Jenna now. Then there's Nalini, Joyous Ocean, Medium That Rocks, DH, Candy, Wendy, and then you. I see it. It's a gotcha in my sights. Okay. But who does this belong to? It belongs to Lisa E. Lisa E., you are not feeling the love. Whether this is personal, professional, friendship, any of that, I don't know. But I feel like you need to put a lot of love towards yourself and look at your life and where are you getting energy back? Where are you getting what you need and where are you not? Put energy in where you're getting energy back. Okay, Jenna. So Jenna, I feel like you've been really up and down recently. And I think this week you've really been feeling not about what you have and what your opportunities are, but what you don't have and what opportunities you think will not be available to you. And that becomes very, very difficult for you. I think you have to recognize that in a lot of ways, opportunities are what you will make them to be. And so you got to find a way to go find them. Nalini Kalu, so good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years and for using members only emojis. You had the High Priestess reversed. You're sick with respiratory stuff. Yeah, Dan, a lot of that has to do with whether you're set to top chat or live chat. All right. And I try to be set to live chat. So that's going to be your most accurate representation of what's happening when, is if you set it to live chat. Which is my problem, because one of my chats is not setting to live chat. That's why I was having a problem, which is why I'm now looking at 3 chat screens. All right, and still messing up, so go figure. Nalini, I am so sorry you're not feeling well. Send healing to Nalini. High Priestess reversed, and I was thinking about this. After you got it, Nalini, and how often the High Priestess reversed can talk about feeling guilty when we have no need to feel guilty. I remember that from Monday. And specifically towards your mother. Like, in a way, I am making this about your own self-care, taking care of yourself. It's hard for you to do good self-care because you worry about everyone before you worry about yourself. But there's also this sense that you're supposed to be taking care of someone else, and oh no, the heck you are not. Oh no, you are not. And I think that's what's got you in your lungs right now, is I think you're feeling grief for how you wish your family were versus how it is. Oh, Sarah, thank you for your kind words. Really, really appreciate it. And thanks for being a member. Joyous Ocean, so good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years and for using members-only emojis. We're going to do you, Jada, and Joanne. And Joanne is a member here as well. And, of course, Joyous Ocean is Dion C. Monsanto. All right. Joyous Ocean. Look at you, Queen of Wands. I mean, that's so obvious. You're creative, you're spiritual, you're nurturing, you're doing all of it, and you did it all this week. And it's what you do, and it's what you need to do. So well done. Jada. Queen of Pentacles. I think this week you did a lot of work sort of figuring out how your mother is and how you can be around her with the right boundaries. Like, I think you're working on figuring that out. And also maybe working on figuring out your career path and what you're going to be doing. And for Joanne, and thank you for being a member here, Joanne, the Page of Pentacles reversed. There really is a thing here about priorities. Where do you have to put your priorities? Is it family? Is it education? Is it work? What is it? You know, I feel like you're in a place of setting new priorities and trying to figure that out. Ashley, I do not believe I have done you yet. No. Okay. Medium that rocks. Medium that rocks. Broke a couple of fingers and had her surgery, is doing well, which is obviously a good thing. But we're so sorry that happened to you, Medium that rocks. And thanks for being a member for more than a year. Missed Monday because you were literally in surgery. 7 of Wands reversed. Be really careful, man. There is nothing worse than being in that place of recovery and not being able to do all of your normal stuff. There is nothing worse for the brain. It can allow all kinds of thinking to come on in. Be very, very careful. Put your thinking toward the creative, toward the planning, or just watch silly TV. Or read trash novels or something. But do not allow for any of that dark energy. And when I say dark energy, I'm not talking about anything evil. I don't really believe in a lot of evil. I think it exists in us more than anything else. But I feel like this can bring in a lot of dark anxiety. And so be careful about that, because what you're going through will lend itself to that anyway. Do not imagine all the worst case scenarios. Okay. DH, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Okay. The Hierophant reversed. This week, I think you did a good job being the boss of you, taking care of what you need to take care of, thinking outside the box, and making decisions appropriate for you. So very good. Very good. Okay. Candy B, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. We're going to do you and Marlon. You had the 8 of Wands reversed, I remember. And now the 7 of Wands reversed, which is interesting. 8 plus and 7, 7, 8, both reversed. But the 7 of Wands reversed is so much more palatable than the 8 of Wands reversed, because here we really see you not in a defensive energy, letting go of your defensive energy, listening to others, allowing others to be helpful. And that's a good thing. Oh, Medium that rocks. I'm overdoing it today. Cleaning, trying to throw out the trash. I'm really exhausted and need cat litter. Well, get a friend to bring you some damn cat litter and rest. You should not overdo it. It will drive you nuts because your body is very, very busy healing. All right, that's the thing. Like, you can have an injury on a small part of your body, but your whole body is going to feel it because that's the nature of healing. Yeah, really, have Uber bring the cat litter. Yeah, they can do that. Okay. Now, Candy B. Marlon had the 10 of Wands. And now the Wheel of Fortune reversed, which is also 10. And so Marlon, I think you got a lot done this week. But I feel like there's a lot going on this week that is not the way you wanted it. Don't lean into it, but you got to kind of wait for things to get better. We're not where we want to be, but things will get better. Okay, Wendy Robeson, here we go. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members-only emojis. The sun. So I think you had a good week, Wendy. I think you are really sort of remembering your power, remembering who you are, and thinking about how you want to move forward and what you want that to look like for yourself. So that feels really good. Christina, thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. I had so much fun with you last night at our Equinox gathering. Christina gave me like whole new ways of looking at cards that I've never seen before. So smart, so good. Wendy, I did. Yes, and I'm feeling great again and about everything coming up. That is fabulous. Okay, Christina, here we are wrapping you up with the 5 of Swords reversed. This week, I think it was about compromise, which is not a dirty word, negotiation, and trying to make sure everything and everyone is kind of working together and doing what they need to do. So well done. It's strategics, it's logistics, but you did a good job. Okay, Dan, good to see you. You're up next. Dan Metheny, thanks for being here. And thank you for reminding us of what the collective cards were. Really appreciate it. And you had the... No, what did you have? I don't know what you had. Okay. Okay. But here's a wrap-up card for you. 3 of Swords. I do not think this was the easiest week for you, Dan. I think you're dealing with a lot of heartache, a lot of difficulty, and it's hard because this takes up time, space, and energy, and it feels like it's time, space, and energy that you cannot afford to have taken up by this when you need to be like going and growing forward. But you have to allow some time for this. And you'll find that you can run this concurrently. The program of sorrow can run concurrently with the program of investing in a great future. I know that sounds crazy, but sometimes that's how it has to be. Christina, thank you so much. Baby Cakes, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Ugh, I hate this. I don't love this card for you. The 8 of Wands reversed. I feel like, Baby Cakes, you're not getting the energy you're looking for. You're not getting the communication. You're not getting the offers. You're not getting what you're looking for, and that's hard. So let's do the magic to welcome some new energy coming in, because that's what you need. You need new energy coming in. And let's just welcome that for next week. Kathy, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Good to see you. Wendy always makes note of that. I think Wendy's going to write a book on tarot magic. Okay, Kathy, member for more than 3 years, wrapping you up with the 6 of Pentacles. This week, you did a very good job managing your relationships, managing your money, managing your energy, taking care of what needs to be taken care of completely appropriately. Very well done. Yeah, that's right, Dan. It's not crazy. You got to go through it to get to it. It's true. It's true. I love that too. That's really good. Hey, Jackie Masters, good to see you. You are coming up soon. Christine Hallowell is up next. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. 7 of Wands reversed. Right, you're getting physical therapy, right, because you're out of martial arts practice for a minute because of a strain or a sprain or something, which we're very sad about. So sending healing to Christine Hallowell. 7 of Wands reversed is how we started. Now Ace of Swords reversed. I feel like this is really hard for you. I feel like martial arts has become the thing that like has sort of kept you on your track, and not being able to practice it has felt really bad. But I think that much like yoga, there is a whole mental aspect of it too. So I'm going to say you must spend the same amount of time that you spend in the same amount of time that you spend in martial arts practice. Some of that will be spent in physical therapy, but some of that should also be spent in that meditation of focus and building power that I think will help you get through this and get to where you need to go. Jackie Masters, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Thanks for using members only emojis. Yes, I remember this. All right. You started the week with the Tower reversed. And now Wendy, that is brilliant. A healing energy emoji. Could you send me a message via text or social media? Because I'm going to forget. My brain is like a sieve. I will forget, but we need it. So please send me a message for that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So Jackie, I love this. You started with the Tower reversed and now the Wheel of Fortune, 2 major arcana cards. This tells us that what you're working on this week and at this time in your life is really, really important. That you are doing everything to make the best of a situation and use one situation to build another. It's not going to be easy, but you are supported and you are doing it. Revival of Venus, good to see you. I did you a long time ago. I'm glad you're here. Christine Hallowell. Yeah, this is true. It's been challenging mentally. When I'm passionate about something like mental arts, martial arts, I'm all in. But I recognize wonderful lessons to learn. Yeah. And baby cakes, thank you. I definitely need new energy. This week was very dead and quiet. Yeah, no kidding with the 8 of Wands reversed. No good jobs to apply to. Yeah, it'll get better. Candy working on energy clearing. Good, 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 good. All right. All right, here we go. And where am I now? Divine timing is where I am. Here we go. Divine timing. Knight of Wands. Oh, Candy, he definitely does. He definitely does. I know it was a hard week, but he definitely does. Okay, divine timing, Knight of Wands. You did a great job this week pursuing things that interest you, pursuing things that excite you, and moving yourself forward. Well done. Peggy Lou Leven, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Page of Cups reversed. Ten of Pentacles. Well, that's a leap, right? Page of Cups reversed to the 10 of Pentacles. And I think what this is really looking at here is recognizing how much support you really do have. And that some of that support is spiritual. Instead of asking for help from living people who do not help you, try asking for help from those in spirit. And I think you did that this week. And I think you got some help. Very good. Very good. Oh, that's a good point. Mercury is in retrograde. There is that. So, Peggy Lou, I think you did a very good job this week, kind of turning your energy around and getting what you need. To some extent, keep doing it. Okay, scrolling through. Liz Moore, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Glad you are here. Hope you're doing very well. Looks like you are. Looks like you are. So Liz, 6 of Wands, whatever you did this week, you did damn well. You are being successful. So good to see you, Liz. Glad you're here. This is the card of victory and success. Do you feel victorious and successful? I hope you do, because either you made a good decision this week or you did something great or you set yourself up in a good way for victory and success. Well, the heck done. Okay. Scrolling through. Dr. Alled, good to see you, Robin Renee. Glad you're here. Here is your wrap-up card. High Priestess reversed. So, Dr. Alled, I think there's a couple of things here. I think there's ways that you are feeling disrespected, and there's ways you have been disrespected in sort of a really large way. I think this has to do with your PhD. I also think it has to do with maybe some other things on a personal level and on a job level. You will find your ways forward. You're allowed to be angry. You're allowed to be upset. But you will find your balance and find your way forward. And you absolutely must. So you're allowed to feel a certain kind of way, but you're not allowed to live there. Sarah F., it's so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your kind words earlier. Monday was the 9 of Swords. And now the Magician reversed. So I really feel like, Sarah, it's been a hard week. It's been a really hard week. And Sarah's like, yeah, feeling that retrograde energy. Actually, literally, Magician reversed is literally the card of Mercury retrograde. So yeah, no doubt. And so not the easiest week. Do not define your life by how this week felt. And let's go forward with clear communication and a sense of possibility for your future. Okay, Ashley, here we are. You were looking for where you were. You're here. Good to see you. Here is a card to end your week. The Sun reversed. I don't think it was the worst week. I don't think it was the best, but Sun reversed is still not that bad. I think you did okay, but I think there are ways that you are not feeling in your full power. There are ways that you are not feeling like you are seen and heard as you should be. And I think that's important. Michelle's Mystical Corner, so good to see you. Glad you're here. Thanks for being a member. Two of Pentacles reversed. So Michelle, there's a lot pulling at you. There's a lot you feel like you need to do. I think it's hard to know what to do first. This week has been hard. It's been hard for you. It's been hard for Dan. It's been hard. It's okay. You will get there. Do not put too much pressure on yourself. You're doing what you need to do. You will get there. Okay. Jeannie Mnuchin, so good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Monday was the Tower reversed. And today, the Nine of Swords reversed. This has been a very, very, very worrisome lead up to performance, but I think you got this. They're both reversed. You got this. It's going to be fine. Okay. Scrolling down, scrolling down. Okay, Playboy Bunny, happy to do a card to end the week for you. Ace of Swords. This week, I think you learned some important truth. It may not be what you wanted to know, but you've got information. You know what you need to know. Okay, hang on one second. Oh, interesting, Nalini. I'm just seeing this. My mom's mean older sister passed away yesterday. I'm sorry for your loss. Lots of family stuff this week, really opening my eyes to how different I am from these people. And thank goodness. Thank goodness that you are. Oh my gosh. Okay. Sorry, I just overscrolled. Give me a minute. Okay, here we are. I think I'm where I need to be. Okay. Here we are. Scrolling down. And looking. Okay, this was Playboy Bunny. Got it. Pav, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. 8 of Swords reversed. Pav, you did a great job this week, either fixing a problem or learning how not to worry about it. One way or the other, it's a great thing. Joanne Ellis, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. 8 of Wands, upright, thank goodness. This week, I think things really flowed. A lot of great energy, a lot of good communication. Very good. Well done. Good creativity as well. Sarah, Sarah, who is a member, I've not seen your request, so I'm just going to do you. Sarah, wrapping up your week. 6 of Cups reversed. This week, I think you may have done some healing from some difficult past stuff. So well done. All right, scrolling through. And Dorella, okay, we do on Fridays, we do a card for the week that was, and I'm happy to do that for you, Dorella. 10 of Swords, I think it was a hard week this week. I think there's something that's very much on your mind that is really bothering you. Allow yourself new perspective. Oh, Peggy Lou, thank you for your kind words about last night's equinox class. Y'all, if you haven't seen it, please do. All right. From my perspective, I have answered every question. If I accidentally skipped you, I am so sorry. That was not my intention. Please reiterate. So, in the description, there is a link to book a session with me. I have time even later on this evening and this weekend. I will be back. Oh, Penny, I missed you. We got to do you and V. Penny, glad you're here. Let's go back to Card Cam. Hey, Penny, glad you're here. Thanks for being a member and a moderator. Oh, Jackie, on point. Yeah, makes sense. Penny, here we go. Wrapping up your week. 4 of Cups, probably not the easiest week. Some things that you didn't really prefer, but you got through it and you're okay. And I think you are getting good at sort of saying no to what you need to say no to. And yes, I will be here tomorrow. The link is already up. Do you want a card for V to end the week, Penny? I'll go ahead and do it. I think V did a very good job this week trying to be loving to herself and others, which is always a good thing. So yes, I will be here tomorrow. It's last call for readings. If I skipped you, please let me know. Book your reading. Come back tomorrow. The link is already up. I appreciate all of you so very much. Thanks for being here. Thank you. Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you to everyone who helped out with super chats and super stickers. Thanks to the members and the moderators and to everyone. I really appreciate all of you so much. Take really good care.